Hi, my name is Irene Marshall, and I've been helping people get jobs for 20 years. That means I've been involved with salary negotiations for 20 years. So I want to be able to give you some ways to be able to think about it. The truth is, in terms of this time with COVID-19 and our pandemic and the economy is kind of in a difficult place, there's really no way to know how that whole situation impacts individual people and their abilities to negotiate the salaries they want. We just don't know. So we just have to know we don't know and just work with the best that we can in terms of negotiating salaries. So I'm going to give you a way to think about it. And I call it the 10%, 20% rule. And I'm going to go into screen share because it's going to be a lot easier for me to show you than to tell you. Okay, I am here. Okay, so, oh, we need to move this up here a little bit. So I'm going to use $100,000 as the base pay, just because it's easier to do the math. But you could start this where maybe that's what you've been making, that's what you want to be making. So this, just for illustration, that's what we're using. So if you get an offer at $110,000, well, you know what? That's great. That's 10% more. So that really means that you're going to notice it with every paycheck that you have. Maybe, when we can go out to restaurants again, maybe you'll be able to, go take your family out once in a while. However, if it's at $120,000, that actually is a different situation. It really might be that the truth is you have been being underpaid. Maybe you've been with the same company, they just haven't increased your salary over time because you've been there a long time. Or it also can be that you might not actually be qualified to do the job. And it's kind of hard to be able to think about it like that. But here's the deal. If the company decides that they can pay somebody $120,000 to do the job, truth is that person actually might be more qualified to do it than you are. It's kind of hard to think about it that way. You want the job and, you just have to kind of do a gut check and say, do you think you actually are qualified for that? Are you actually going to be worth it for the company to pay you the $120,000? So there's another way then if you're looking down. Okay, let's say you get a 10% cut, and so now you've gone from 100,000 to 90,000. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be noticeable. It's going to make some changes in your discretionary spending, but you know what? It is what it is, and you might end up deciding, given the economy the way it is, if that's the best you think you can get for an offer, well, you know what? That's what it's going to be. But then it's really different, though, if it comes down to 80%, that is a 20% decrease. So there's several situations that could happen with that. The one is maybe you truly are overqualified. If you've been able to command $100,000 and now you're looking at $80,000, well, that doesn't feel very good. When you get those paychecks, you're going to say, well, you know what? I used to command $100,000. And it really depends on your situation, your family situation. Do you really just need to accept this because, you need the job and it's good enough? And, yeah, I'm having a big decrease, but oh well. So there's just a different way to think about it. Is how much of the percentage increase or decrease is going to actually make a difference in terms of your daily life, your family life. So there we go back. So it's just a way to be able to think about it. How do you compare to one thing to another? So again, I've been helping people for 20 years. I know a lot about salary negotiations. If you have something coming up and you'd like to be able to discuss it, there's no charge for consultation. My name is Irene Marshall. The website is Tools for Transition, and I'd be really happy to help you, get the salary that you really think you deserve for the job. Bye-bye.